Well, good morning, everyone. Glad you could join us. Today we're going to be reviewing a little bit. We're going to be introducing some new stuff as well. To start us off, Master Hayden's going to warm us up and then go right into review of the rock. So without further ado.
Let us go ahead and take a morning stretch. Get all the kinks out. Relaxing the arms down. Good. If you would go ahead and rest your head down. Roll it to the right side, to the back, to the left. Begin to steady your breath as you go around, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, changing directions, allowing the chest to still be lifted up, and returning back to center. Go ahead and lift your head all the way up, closing your jaw, and to center, and to the right side, and to the left. Returning back to center. Go ahead and place your right palm by your left ear. Gently ease it down. Breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth, releasing, switching sides. Breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth, releasing. Good. Go ahead and bring your fingertips to the back. Relax your elbows in. Ease the chin down. Breathing in. And exhale as you release. Good. As you relax those arms down, still keeping a bend into the knees. Go ahead and bring your shoulders up and relax. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time, and go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Do some rotations around. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And changing directions. Returning back to center. Go ahead and step forward with the right leg. As you bend into the knee, keep ears over shoulders, over hips. Feeling that lift from the chest. Good. Go ahead and ease back, switching sides. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Go ahead and ease back. Let us go ahead and bring our hands to our knees. We'll do some circles and change directions. Good. Go ahead and slowly ease back up. Let us find a sit space, a comfortable spot for you. If you would ease out the left side, stretching the foot and the toes back. Be mindful of your posture. Easing into your stretch. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Go ahead and ease back. That same side, pointing the toes. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Go ahead and slowly ease back. Moving over now to our right side. Flexing the foot back, stretching the toes back. Continuing that stretch, pointing the foot, pointing the toes. And slowly ease back. Let us go ahead and bring the bottoms of our feet towards each other, drawing the heels in. Lifting the chest up first and slowly ease forward. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, and slowly ease back. So just something that you can do throughout the week for those of you that you're finding maybe times where you're doing a lot of sitting, maybe at a computer, a good stretch that you can do. So if you take one leg, crossing it over, You can bring it in towards the body and bring it up towards the chest. If that is not comfortable, then you are welcome to cross it over a leg and ease forward and gently press down on this right side. Or should you be doing the left side, you'd be pushing down the left leg. Thank you.
You would go ahead and do what you're doing.
Yes. Okay. Let us go ahead and stand up. We're going to do a little bit of review of the rock. So let us go ahead and find our T stance. Good. We're going to ease down, tucking under, rolling up, allowing the chest to come up. Our right leg is going to come up. We're going to open out with the right leg, sinking down, heel, toe, up, over, toe, heel. Let's do that again. Resetting, find your T stance, sink down, tuck, rolling up. As you come back, you're going to prepare to allow that chest to come up with the leg, opening the leg out, sinking down, heel, toe, shifting your weight over, picking the heel up, over, toe, heel. Good. One last thing I want to emphasize. When you're sinking down and you're going into what we call the hey, batter, batter stance, allowing the hips to physically come out and down rather than just sinking straight up and down. So let us come down, tuck your hips under, roll up. Good. Bring that right leg up, open out, pressing the heel down first, heel, toe, shift, up, over, toe, heel. Thank you, sir.
There's a saying in Tai Chi to practice the movements externally, but to think about their meanings internally. So if we take that as our starting point, with the rock, we have very much a compression. The idea is that we've got our locks. So if you would go ahead and show the rock a couple of times. With all 7 locks engaged, we are trying to work out from that core. Everything is sort of compacted and we're working to stretch those muscles out as we do the movements that we do. Taking that, we're going to look at the exact opposite of it. We're going to talk a little bit about the turn. When we do the turn, it's going to be opposite from what we're doing with the rock. If you think about a wet rag, if you took a wet rag and spun it really quick, the water would push away. And that's pretty much what's going on when we do the turn. We're going to go ahead and set up to do the turn. And as we go, the idea is that we're taking our steps, we're purposeful in our plans, we're moving that movement forward. But then as we pick up and around, we have that spin. If you would go ahead and repeat that a couple of times. When we do the turn, it's important to recognize timing. And part of that timing is a feel of going quickly out. And the idea is that as we go quickly out, we want to make sure that we're pulling back in. So the idea is sort of complementary to the way we do the turn, or the way we do the rock. The rock is very much here and we're working to go out. The turn is very much out and we're working to pull it in. In particular, as we make that quick turn, the idea is that that tempo, that timing, means that we have to spin around, sort of like that wet rag as we spin it. And the idea is to keep in. So we're doing a sort of a different muscle group, but the idea is that it builds. We do the turn every series. The idea is that we are continuing to add in our locks as we go, and as we add in those locks, then by the time we get to that last one, we've come to that point where we are in, working out for the turn, or for the crane spreads wings. So this week, one of the things we want to talk about is that part of the turn. It's a movement that we know. We have our walk, we have our quick spin around, and that spin around is important because it's one of those balance pieces where that spin actually gives us balance. So feeling off balance gives us balance. If I start this way, the idea is that I'm using that spin to come around as I go out of frame. The idea is very much we use that stretch piece to bring that other leg around quickly to match tempo before we finish with that last step. While that's going on physically, internally we're thinking about its meaning or its purpose. And that idea of, as we spin out, we're working to pull in. When you get to practicing this during your week, it's important that you're thinking about that out-in feel. And if you have a chance to then do the rock, an in-out feel. They're very much in contrast to one another, but one and the same. Let's do this a couple of times. We're going to do the turn. It's important to recognize with this turn that tempo is important. That tempo is where we focus on the internal piece of it. So as we take our toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel. That quickness of it then allows for that spreading out. That turn then is I'm spreading. But as I'm spreading, I'm also trying to maintain balance. When you have a chance to practice the turn, think about that. You know the movements of toe, heel, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, toe, heel. But think about the fact that you're spreading out and you want to make sure that you're holding on to that as you make that spin. Also, when you're doing the rock, if you would go ahead and face that direction. As you do the rock, you want to make sure that you're thinking about how you're in to the core and you're trying to expand out as you make that movement. Sort of its complementary opposite to the turn. Always remember that you're supposed to be having all 7 locks engaged. When you are practicing the walk, practice 1, 2, 3, building up of locks as you make that happen. So, Gonka, or work for the week, is to practice both the turn and thinking about its meaning as far as the out coming in, and then also practicing the rock, where we're practicing the in going out. Any other pieces that you can add into that is great, but those are the 2 to focus on as when we come back for our last live stream, we're going to talk a little bit about that connection with the other postures themselves. Thank you for being here with us. More of a thing to think about than a joke. What is worse than a box full of spiders? An empty box of spiders. With all that, thank you very much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing comments and seeing you all next time. Thank you.